Hey guys, what's going on? True Strength here, and today we're going to be doing a Legion Prepatch guide for the Assassination Rogue. For this guide, we will be starting off with the talents, so let's jump straight into it. In the level 15 tier, we will be taking Hemorrhage. Hemorrhage costs 30 energy, rewards 1 combo point, and increases our bleed damage by 25%. In the level 30 tier, we will be taking Subterfuge. What this does is this allows you to use in-stealth abilities for 3 seconds after breaking stealth. So pretty much as soon as you open up with a garrote or a cheap shot, you still have 3 seconds remaining to use those in-stealth abilities, whether it be garrote, cheap shot, sap, so on and so forth. It also allows garrote to deal 100% increased damage and have no cooldown when used from stealth or 3 seconds after breaking stealth. In the level 45 tier, we will be taking Deeper Stratagem. This allows you to build up to 6 combo points instead of 5. It also causes your finishing moves to deal 10% increased damage. So abilities such as Rupture, instead of, as the tooltip says here, instead of the regular 5 combo points of doing 131,000 damage in over 24 seconds, it now gives it a longer duration up to 28 seconds and causes it to do increased damage, of course. The same applies for E-Venom. Of course, the damage on it is increased. And on your kidney shot, it also increases its duration by 1 extra second on the stun. And of course, it will affect the internal bleeding effect that is applied through this talent in the level 75 tier. In the level 60 tier, this is the defensive tier per se. I will be playing with the Elusiveness. It causes your feint to reduce all damage you take by 30% for 5 seconds. Not really a big fan of leeching poison, as we want to keep up crippling poison on our offhand, as it is a pretty much a constant slow, and cheat death just blows. So Elusiveness, it's spammable and only costs 20 energy, and it reduces damage taken by 30% for 5 seconds. It's awesome. It's something you can just throw into your rotation every now and then. If you see that you're fixing to get set up on, throw it out. Maybe a Warlock's on you in a 3v3 match. Just every now and then throw that up to reduce the damage taken. It's amazing. In the level 75 tier, I will be playing with internal bleeding. Pretty much whenever you apply kidney shot, it also puts a bleed on it, depending on how many combo points you use with kidney shot, which should always be the maximum of course, 6 combo points now. So every time you apply your kidney shot with your 6 combo points, it's going to add a bleed that does a decent amount of damage with it. And of course, we're all about our bleeds and poisons now. Adding in an extra bleed with our kidney shot is excellent. One of the big things with kidney shot now is you want to always make sure to keep it on your kill target unless you absolutely have to peel for your teammates and you don't have access to cheap shot, sap, so on and so forth. But any and all other situations outside of those very, very few times that you have to use it to peel for your teammates, make sure you apply it to the kill target, as it does add that bleed in there. And of course, we'll get into some more things with it later on as well. In the level 90 tier, we will be playing with Exsanguinate. Pretty much what this does is it causes your bleeds to tick 400% faster. It's only a 45 second cooldown, so it's a really short cooldown, and I like to refer to this as a pretty much a burst window. You want to use this when you want to really pump out some serious damage. When it comes to Exsanguinate though, you want to make sure that you have all your bleeds active. Your garrote, Rupture, make sure you have Hemorrhage up, as it does increase your bleed damage by 25%. And of course, make sure that you have kidney shot available to lock down the target, and also apply the internal bleeding effect as well, as that is an extra bleed. So it'll cause all 3 of those bleed effects to tick really, really quick, doing a substantial amount of damage. In the level 100 tier, we will be playing with Mark for Death. This is only 1 minute cooldown, and it automatically rewards you 5 combo points. If the target dies within the 1 minute of applying Mark for Death, it will reset the cooldown of it, so you'll have that available. But anyways, I really wish they would have made this kind of beneficial to Deeper Stratagem, as maybe award you the 6 combo points instead of just the regular 5. Maybe they'll make that change, I don't know, but it would really be awesome if they actually added the extra combo point up to 6 instead of just the regular 5, especially when you play with Deeper Stratagem. Okay guys, now time for the rotation. Our rotation is really simple. Pretty much what we want to do is maintain our bleeds at all times, as well as hemorrhage. As you know, as talked about previously, hemorrhage does increase our bleed damage by 25%, and as you know from earlier as well, our class revolves heavily around our bleeds now. So you want to make sure that you have garrote, rupture, and hemorrhage on the target at all times, constantly building up your combo points with your mutilate and your hemorrhage. Keep in mind that mutilate does build up 2 combo points at a time, and hemorrhage only builds up 1 combo point at a time. So in situations, let's say you have 5 combo points and you only need 1 more combo point to get up to your 6, make sure just to use hemorrhage instead of mutilate, as hemorrhage does cost 25 less energy, and it will reward you that 1 combo point that you need. That way you're not wasting energy and combo points. For your finishing abilities, we have Rupture, Envenom, and Kidney Shot. Your first priority, of course, is going to be Rupture. Anytime Rupture is about to fall off, or you need to, maybe it's already fallen off, this has to be your first priority, as Rupture is our main damaging ability, our main bleed. So you want to make sure to keep it on the top of the list as far as your finishers go. After that, of course, you have Envenom and Kidney Shot. These you want to use at your own personal choice. If you want to lock the target down, get up your internal bleeding, and pretty much a setup for a ton of damage, you want to use Kidney Shot. Anytime that maybe your stuns are on DR and you don't really have room to really use Kidney Shot, you'll of course use Envenom to pump out some of that just straight up damage. But like I said, anytime you want to set up to do a ton of damage or lock a target down, Kidney Shot. Okay guys, for the openers, it's important to note that anytime we're opening up in a rogue, especially at the very beginning of the match, we want to build a ton of momentum and do as much damage as humanly possible. Our objective is to put our enemies in a quick bad spot and achieve as much as humanly possible. This opener here is going to revolve around Exsanguinate, as it's only on a 45-second cooldown, and we will not be using any of our big cooldowns such as Vendetta. So what we're going to try to achieve with this opener is to force a lot of defensives, trinkets, whatever, without using our big cooldown. That way later on we can set up with those big cooldowns and possibly land a kill. The way this opener will work is we will apply Garrote into a cheap shot, followed up with a hemorrhage, which increases our bleed damage by 25%. Then we will mutilate and hemorrhage until 6 combo points. Keep in mind that when you're at 5 combo points, to use hemorrhage instead of mutilate, as it does cost less energy and only generates that 1 combo point that you need. Once you reach 6 combo points, you will apply Rupture. After that, you will mark for death into a Kidney Shot, which will of course be half the duration, which would be about 3.5 seconds. And of course get up your internal bleeding. At that point, you will have all your bleeds active, and then you will go into an Exsanguinate, which causes all your bleeds to tick down super quick, doing a ton of damage. At that point, you want to continue to build combo points with your mutilate and hemorrhage, and get your rupture back up. Of course, our garrote at that point is on a 50. What is it? How long of a cooldown is it? 18 seconds. So you may have to wait a few extra seconds before you can get garrote back up. But make sure you get rupture back up as quickly as possible, and as soon as you can, get your garrote back up. So I'll give you guys a quick look at what that'll look like. So remember, you got to get your garrote to a cheap shot and to your hemorrhage, and then we'll mutilate, get up our rupture, mark for death into a Kidney Shot, then we'll Exsanguinate, and after that we will continue to build combo points until we reach that 6, get back up our rupture, our garrote, and then after that we'll just go into a general rotation of building up to our combo points, making sure we keep up our bleeds, and of course using Envenom and our Kidney Shot whenever we see fit. But yeah guys, as you've seen there, that was a really solid opener. We've done a ton of damage, and I can about guarantee you that we'd have put out a super ton of pressure against the player, maybe even forced out trinkets, some defensives, and really been ahead in the match. And it's also worth noting that we didn't even use Vendetta during that, so at a later point we could have saved that cooldown, maybe to where they didn't have no defensives or a trinket, and done that same exact rotation except for adding in Vendetta after the cheap shot to do that crazy amount of damage, which would more than likely led to a kill. But anyways, let's jump straight into it, and I'll actually show you what the rotation looks like with Vendetta thrown in, and of course you'll get a good look at the damage. For the big burst rotation, which of course includes the Vendetta, our rotation doesn't change any from the rotation that I showed you before, other than the fact that we're throwing in Vendetta after the cheap shot. So what it will look like is exactly the same. We'll go into a Groat, cheap shot, use our Vendetta, then we'll apply Hemorrhage, and we'll mutilate and Hemorrhage until we reach 6 combo points. We'll apply Rupture. After that, we will use Mark for Death, and then throw in another Hemorrhage to reach that 6 combo point. Then we will use Kidney Shot into an Exsanguinate. Then of course after that we will continue to use our Mutilate and Hemorrhage until we reach 6 combo points, making sure that we keep up our Garrote and our Rupture, our Hemorrhage, and of course using Envenom and Kidney Shot at times that we see fit. So what this will look like is, of course, we'll start off from Stealth, we'll apply our Garrote, into a cheap shot, blow our cooldowns, get up our Hemorrhage, Mutilate into a Rupture, Mark for Death, get up our Kidney Shot, Exsanguinate, and of course from there we will start to build up our combo points again, getting up our Rupture, our Garrote, and of course from there we'll just use Envenom and Kidney Shot at our pleasure, depending on the situation, of course, what we want to do at the time. So pretty much if we want to lock down the target again, we'll apply a Kidney Shot. If we don't have the situation where we really want to lock down the target, we'll use Envenom. And of course maintain our bleeds of Rupture, Garrote, and keep up our Hemorrhage, as it does increase our bleed damage by 25%. So yeah guys, the burst rotation is really simple, just the same as before, just you're throwing in your Vendetta of course. But yeah guys, that's the big burst rotation for you all. One last thing to touch on before I end this video is, of course, we don't have Blind or Gouge anymore for CC, so what we rely on is our Cheap Shot, our Garrote Silence, Kidney Shot, and Sap. One other thing to note on as well is Crimson Vial is our new heal, which I have here is my keybind of Alt Q. It costs 30 energy, it's on a 30-second cooldown, and it regens 30% of your maximum health over 6 seconds. We no longer have Recuperate. This is our main heal. I do enjoy it. It's on a relatively short cooldown and does a decent amount of healing. It can definitely keep you alive. So I'm not going to complain too much about losing Recuperate. It's just one less thing we have to worry about with our combo points. This here doesn't cost any combo points, a small amount of energy, short cooldown, decent amount of healing, so I'll take it. I won't complain at all. Other than that, things have not changed a whole lot for the Assassination Rogue. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the guide. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Peace.